Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kurt, and welcome back to Farlands or Bust. Woof, I think I heard out there. Let me... Oh, we appear to be safe, except for some burning skeletons and zombies in the distance. I had that floating pork chop. Let me feed Wolfie one, and then pick that other one up. No, I want the pork chop. The pork chop. Thank you. Okay. And the dirt. Anyway, continuing on. Episode 75. That, and that way is west. Let's take the land route. So yes, episode 75. And I ran into a little bit of oddness with the last episode because I had recorded that just after the previous episode, but I didn't release it. Oh, God. I didn't release it until 2 or 3 days later, so it was kind of, the things I were talking about were a little bit not relevant anymore, so I think I'm gonna start trying to only record these one episode at a time so I can get them uploaded in a timely fashion. And one of the things that changed since I uploaded that was that we've jumped up from 69% to 72% of our goal for Child's Play charity fundraiser over at farlandsorbust.com. I've got to keep up. I liked having 1% per episode go up, but now I'm a little bit behind. It's Lava Lake over there. So yeah, I got to catch up. But that's awesome. Thank you everybody who continues to contribute and keeps that number going upward. So hooray for that. And also, I just checked before starting this world, and we're at 1,048 megabytes. And I did receive a lot of guff, as you could call it, about calling the 1 gigabyte threshold after we reached 1,000 megabytes. And a lot of you were quick to point out, ooh, a gigabyte isn't until it's technically 1,024 megabytes. Ooh, somebody's wrong on the internet. I must correct them. So... whatever, I was just speaking in terms of the plain old metric system. We reached 1,000 megabytes. But whatever, if you want to be specific about it, now we're definitely over 1 gigabyte. Specifics. But anyway, enough of that, McGubbins. We are going to continue on. It is also... what is today? The 8th. Today's the 8th. And you may notice we're still playing in 1.7. That is because 1.8 has been delayed till at least Monday the 12th of September. Jeb posted on his Twitter that, and that they're still having a lot of beta testing and going through a lot of bugs. So they're being proactive about that. And also they didn't want to just delay it a day because they don't like... releasing on a Friday, because then all the bugs come out and they're away for the weekend, you know, or something. So they're gonna aim for the 12th to release 1.8, the adventure update for Minecraft. But so yeah, we'll be looking forward to that certainly. They also Notch wrote on his blog about a few things in development. One of the new biomes is going to be a swamp biome. And he was posting screenshots as he was making it and getting feedback from people on Twitter and Reddit and stuff, so he enjoyed that, about how he's making the swamp biome with user input. And also he mentioned how he's going to make it now where, like, if I were to hit one of those sheep, usually... ooh, dangerous. Let's see what happens here. Nope. Upkiss. Alright, never mind. When you hit a passive mob, they usually just kind of sit there. Oh, okay. Careful, Wolfie. They usually just kind of sit there and let you kill them. But now they've changed it where they're going to you know, after you hit a mob, they're going to actually try to run away. We'll see how the chicken just kind of stands there. Derp, derp. Now the passive mobs, after you give them damage, they're going to try to run away from you. It kind of makes it more of a realistic reaction from the animals, so he enjoyed doing that. But then he also said as a side effect, he was just kind of testing it out, and there was a pack of wolves. And one of the wolves was attacking a sheep. And usually the wolves just attack the sheep and they die, but because he updated the sheep to run away once attacked, they started running away from the wolves. So it became kind of a hunting thing, going on there. So that was kind of a neat side effect. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. Although I'm not sure how difficult it's going to make it to get your leather or your bacon in the future, but I suppose we'll find out. It doesn't seem like it's going to be too big of a change, but that's pretty cool. Something to look forward to in version 1.8. But yeah, we'll have to wait till at least till Monday. Might be even after that, but we will see. And like I said before, even if it does come out on Monday, I'm still going to give it a few days for them to iron out the kinks. Because you never know with these updates. Oh, alright, I think I'm going to have to use a boat here. Starting to get difficult to island hop. Boing. Speaking of islands, a lot of people have been, I'm not sure if you follow any other Let's Players on YouTube, but a lot of them have been playing Dead Island, which is the new zombie game that just recently came out on Steam, so there's a lot of people doing Let's Plays for that, but they're finding that it's very buggy, and in response to that, the developer has said, well, it's because we released an unfinished version of the game to Steam, which is kind of like, what? Why would you do that? It's kind of and I think it's a port of, they basically developed it for the consoles, so this is a port to the PC, and it's just very buggy with the multiplayer. I know Simon and Lewis of the Yogscast are playing it, and it's very hilarious, all the bugs that they're finding, and crazy hijinks like that. But a bunch of other people are trying to play it, but it's apparently a laughing stock of a game. So no, I'm not going to be playing that. I'm not going to pay full price for a game that's not finished. And also, that really doesn't seem like the type of game that would interest me. The RPG slash 'em up, hack 'em up zombie game doesn't really appeal to my fancy of video games, so I will not be playing that, but it's kind of interesting to watch when a new game like that comes out and then everybody jumps on and tries to get all the Let's Plays out and then turns out to be crap. Ooh, what have we got coming up here? Interesting little mound. Woof. Kinda nifty. Ooh, what's going on over here? Gotta check it out. Oh, wee. Pointless waste of time. Ooh, more over here. No, maybe not. Nuts to that, I say. Nuts to it. What else can I talk about? Well, today, after I do this, I'm going to eat lunch, and then I get to... Ooh, that's crazy. I get to go to the post office. I sold a few things on eBay. Just had some recently purchased clothes and shoes that I bought that no longer are working out, but they're beyond the return threshold, so I can't return them, so I'm like, I'll just see what I can do on eBay. But eBay, I'm finding, is becoming a pain in the ass. It's just not worth it in the end. I mean, I suppose there's a lot of people who just have, big businesses on eBay where they're selling, dozens of things every day on eBay, and it's worth it for them, but for me, I've just got a few items that just, you spend all the time taking pictures and posting. Whoa! What's going on here? Taking pictures and making the post and updating, and then you gotta answer questions, people asking questions, and oh, creeper in a pumpkin patch, gotta run. And then obviously you sell them, and things always end up selling for way less than you anticipate. And then you gotta get paid, and then you gotta worry about if these people are gonna screw you over, because eBay tends to favor the buyer more than the seller. If a buyer complains about something, they'll usually side with the buyer instead of the seller. You gotta go to the post office and shipping and blah, 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 blah. By the time you put into it, you really are losing money more than you're making any towards what you've sold your item for. But, so yeah, I don't think I'm going to be... whatever, Wolfie, stay down there. I don't think I'm going to be bothering with eBay that much anymore. But yeah, I sold it. Oop! Whoop! I'm going to make a new pickaxe. Oop. That'll do. Plunk. Oh, there you are. Sit. Well done. Woof. But yeah, looking forward to that. I think I gotta do some grocery shopping out there while I'm at it. Oop, I don't, this might not be safe. Let me go this way a little bit more. Oh, I'm loving this diamond pickaxe. It just goes through this stuff like butter. Like butter! My crafting table. Doot. Let me make a pickaxe while I'm at it. Oh, yeah, that's what I want. Doot. Stop barking, Wolfie. And the bed is what I want. Boop, boop, boop. I need some wool. Don't forget the wool. You ran into problems like that before. Oh, I hear a skeleton out there already. Thank you very much, sir. I'm going to equip the old sword, just in case. I don't know how close I am to the edge here, but let's go to sleep. Oh, okay. It appeared to be safe. So let me do that. Oh, come on. You can do it. Thank you. Running away. Oh, I hear a skeleton. Huh. Okay. Well, anyway, we appear to be safe. I don't need cobblestone. I need dirt. And Wolfie. Okay, continuing on. To the east-west. Oh, out of the way, pig. Out of the way! And, oh, I heard leaves crumbling. Unless that was just Wolfie or a pig. Ah, nerve-wracking. I should have built a boat beforehand, but let me do that right here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. Thank you very much, sir. Can't get rid of anything except for this boat. There we go. Wolfie, why do you always got to do that? Ugh, that's annoying. So, continuing on. It's the old water spider. Swimming about. Let's see. Let me answer a question. Somebody asked if I'm ever going to use any mods to speed up travel. And answer, no, I'm not. From the get-go, I said I would be doing this without any mods or cheats. I do realize how long it's supposed to take. You don't have to remind me. But, and who knows, maybe I'll never make it. But I'm certainly trying. And it's certainly for a good cause, for Child's Play charity, now that we're making this a fundraiser, walkathon sort of thing. So that's kind of cool. I'm looking forward to when we reach the goal, and then we can do a live stream, Farlands or Bust. So that's really cool, but as of now, I'm not going to be using any mods to speed up travel. I know in 1.8 there's supposed to be sprinting, so that might, in limited fashion, speed up the process, but we're just going about in a vanilla Minecraft, no mods. Just some texture pack changes every now and again. So, yes, no mods, no cheats. Doing this legit. Legit, yo. Indeed. Sorry, I I should have said indeed there, but I didn't flow in. Starting to kick the habit. Oh, lagginess. Let me get the shears out, just because I know I need some wool. And whenever I come across any sort of sheepy figures, I can just take advantage right away. I suppose I haven't been doing the YouTube feature lately just because I've kind of run out of ideas for it, but lately I've been watching... Ooh, careful now. Wolfie, good lord. Lately I've been watching, for those of you who don't know, and I haven't been following these guys that often, but another group, I guess you could say, a big, very popular Minecraft LPers. Avidya, Coestar, BdoubleO, and Good. They are doing a series on a custom map. Ooh, big old room down here. On a custom map made by a guy called Vex, and it's called Race for the Wool #1, and it's a custom map, and it's a competitive map where it's basically these 2 long strips of land. It's all customized with challenges and mob spawners and just craziness, where you gotta collect three types of wool and then bring them back to your base. But they're doing it where it's 2 versus 2, so each map is like a mirror image of itself, but they're right across from each other. And it's basically a race to find these 3 pieces of wool and bring them back to their spawn points, their bases. And it's really, I've been like completely hooked on the series that they're doing, and each one of them are recording the video and then uploading it to their own channel, so you get to see each of their perspectives. And even though sometimes they'll work together or against each other, sometimes they'll just split up. So it's really interesting to see all their separate points of view. Use this other boat already. And it's really, and a lot of them, I think, they've been, I think it's Avidya and Coestar versus BdoubleO and Good. But they've been basically saying how it's a completely different experience in Minecraft. I know sometimes they do adventure maps just where they're cooperative, and that's one thing, but they're against each other, so they're like really like running against the clock, and they're really nervous. They're like, oh god, who has this, and where are they at? And they can shoot each other and mess with each other across the lane between the 2 maps, the sides of the maps. But it's really a fun let's play. I'll link you to the first episode of all 4 of those guys. Have a first episode. They're up to episode 5 right now, I believe. That they're staggering the uploads for, but it's really fun, it's really interesting. So certainly, for those of you who are missing the YouTube features that I used to do, there goes my YouTube features. Subscribe if you're not already to those 4 guys, and then check out that series, the Race for the Wool. It's quite exciting. It's almost like turning Minecraft into a sport. Ooh, how convenient. Kind of a river before rivers are introduced in 1.8. Easy now. Oh, come on, there we go. Excellent. I also mentioned in the last episode that the new Doctor Who came out. We're up to 2 episodes now in this kind of mid-season Series 6. And I got a message from the British engineer, who naturally is from across the pond, so he gets to see them on TV before I do, but he was saying how he's been kind of disappointed in these first 2 episodes, and I would have to agree. They're kind of all over the place, and it's... First of all, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the latest Doctor Who, both the Let's Kill Hitler... Oh god, okay, whew. Both Let's Kill Hitler and the more recent one, Night Terrors. Spoilers ahead, just mute or skip ahead till the end or something like that. But the first one, Let's Kill Hitler, they're kind of, at the end of the previous series, they kind of brought together that, River Song is Amy Pond's daughter, and she's part Time Lord because she was conceived in the TARDIS, because that's where Rory and Amy were, and blah, 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 blah. But it all seems kind of, it didn't... These are kind of stories that Stephen Moffat and the writers are coming up with, like, after they've introduced the characters. So obviously, River Song was introduced back when David Tennant was was the Doctor, just in one episode, and that was a really interesting storyline where she was from his future, but he didn't know her yet, and that was the first time he was meeting her, even though that's the last time she's with him. But I feel like that storyline is getting kind of twisted and almost ruined because of all this other stuff that they're adding into it. And then in the Let's Kill Hitler, they, for whatever reason, introduced, dang it, with these large oceans, now I need another boat. And, oh, there's sheeps. I should get these sheeps while I'm at it. But, they introduced, like, Amy Pond and Rory had this best friend all from their childhood that we never heard about until this episode, because it serves a purpose that it was River Song all along. And she rhymed. No, and, ooh, creepy noises. But, that just seems a little bit like a cop-out, and it still hasn't been completely explained. So I'm not really happy with where the story arc is going, to be honest. And then this latest episode... Oops. What was that? This latest episode... I almost made a bed there. Doot. The Night Terrors. It just didn't really fit in with the rest of the storyline, first of all, which I'm okay. I like the one-off storylines. Some of them can be really good. But this one just didn't... It was just really weird. It's hard to explain. So maybe not that many spoilers here, but it just didn't... it's one of those that wrapped up way too easily, you know. Oh, kid, all you have to do is accept the fact that you're an alien and you're not really a kid, and then all the problems will go away, and this entire episode will be completely lost and forgotten, and it will have no impact on the greater storyline. So it's kind of disappointing there. I do, like I mentioned before, I do like Matt Smith as the Doctor. He was when I first started watching Doctor Who, I started with the 5th series where he was introduced. And then after I watched that series in completion, I'm like, okay, I should probably go back and watch from the first, the reboot with the 9th Doctor, and then go through all like that. So I technically, Matt Smith is my first Doctor, quote unquote, so that's kind of a sentimental connection I have there, but... and he's a really good actor, and it's really funny, and it's kind of a very aloof Doctor and things like that. But I think the stories that he's getting are just are not living up to the character, I guess I could say, of Doctor Who, which is unfortunate. And certainly I haven't been watching like a lot of people have since the early days, so I don't... All right, I should make a hidey hole here while I'm safe. I haven't been watching from the early days, so I can't say I have like an entire childhood invested in the Doctor Who series, but I'm certainly interested. I'm going to keep watching. I'm interested in seeing where it goes, but these last 2 episodes have been a little bit disappointing, to say the least. Just a little bit. But yeah, anyway, what did I do here? Woof. Build the old hidey hole. Oop. This'll do. And since I already did the YouTube feature, those links will be in the video description. Check those out. And what am I going to do? I'm going to put down the workbench. Why do I have a random... Where did I come up with this extra stick? That's weird. Oh, probably from breaking the boat. Yeah. Oops. Anyway. Yeah, let me make a bed here. And since it's the end of the episode, I do have enough wool now. Let me remind you to go to farlandsorbust.com to check on the status of our fundraiser for Child's Play charity. And if you'd like, you can contribute yourself. That would be much appreciated. And I will continue to give updates and hopefully upload more frequently and more timely to keep up with the times we reach all these different percentages. Like I said, we're at 72%. Almost 3/4 of the way to $8,200. That's insane. So thank you very much. But please, if you like this video, please click that little like button. That always helps. You can comment. Give me some more questions to answer as I continue on to the Farlands here. And wait, let me break my workbench here. Oops. Did I just expose myself? Not like that, but anyway. Oh. Yeah, got it. Okay. No more stalling. My name is Kurt. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.